think it has to be walking barefoot in the Botanic Gardens in Kelvin Grove, sitting on the grass and having picnics. Yeah. My name is Diana. I studied veterinary medicine and surgery at the University of Glasgow. Today, I'm working in the National Parks Board in the field of animal health policy. We're currently standing in the Sem Court Cool House, and now this is a special place that was constructed for orchids that are based in the National Orchid Gardens, but from cooler climates. So they have to be maintained at a lower temperature than what is found outside. The favorite aspect of my work would be how a day can be very different. A regular day could find me working with animal health issues concerning local animal populations. It might find me working on antimicrobial resistance or policies that affect the import of animals, food animals mainly. Singapore sources a lot of our food products from other countries, and we have to make sure that we have measures in place to prevent the accidental incursion of diseases. From a young age, I was very passionate and interested in animals, so when it came to the time to select degrees to do, it was a very natural choice to make. So I think the first unexpected diversion that came was when I returned to Singapore and was put into a portfolio requiring me to work with fish diseases. So I spent quite a number of years in working in aquatic animal health, and that wasn't something which I saw myself doing when I started. I think the most important skill would actually be in communications, because you can have very good ideas, very good policy, but if you fail to communicate this with your stakeholders and with the public clearly, then you would have failed on all counts. Being in Scotland actually really tested my ability to communicate, because I found myself, firstly, being in a new environment, in a new culture. You had to try and understand where people were coming from. So I think that was actually a turning point in me. One important thing for new graduates is to continue to be open to opportunities, have an open attitude towards the people you work with. Always be respectful and mindful of people's space and people's boundaries. Those are skills that we look for in the workplace today. One piece of advice, I would have spent more time going on hikes. I would have climbed more Munros. I would have spent more weekends away. I would have spent more time to really experience Glasgow and Scotland as it is. With the course that we were doing, it was very, very academic focused. So a lot of weekends were spent in the library, which can be rather depressing. So this is the one advice I would give myself. I actually had the opportunity to revisit Scotland because I went back to do my master's at Stirling, and on the weekends there with my husband and my child, we spent a lot of time exploring different parts of Scotland. I think everyone is attracted to Scotland as a venue and a location, be it for vacations or for studies, because of how romantic and remote it is. Likewise, that was the same thing for me.